HPLC is one of the most widely used techniques for identification, quantification, and purification of mixtures of organic compounds. Excited?
Yeah, go ahead.
In HPLC, as in all chromatographic methods, need to calm down. Components of a mixture are partitioned between an adsorbent and a solid. The stationary phase is made up of very small particles contained in a steel column. Due to the small particle size, pressure is required to force the mobile phase to the stationary phase. There are a wide variety of stationary phases available for HPLC. In this lab, look at next. Like the transition?
Yeah.
So HPLC is a technique in analytic chemistry used to separate the components in a mixture. It's used to identify each component and to quantify each component. It relies on pumps to pass pressurized liquid solvent containing sample mixture through a column filled with solid absorbent material. Each component is in the sample interacts slightly differently with the absorbed material, causing different flow rates for the different components and leading to the separation of the components as they flow through the column. HPLC has been used for medical and legal research things, so for like detecting vitamin D or doing some drug tests. And also the separating components of complex biological sample and manufacturing, like pharmaceutical purposes.
Types of high-performance liquid chromatography. Partition chromatography was the first kind of chromatography that chemists developed. The partition coefficient principle has been applied in paper chromatography. Thin layer chromatography, gas phase and liquid applications. Normal phase chromatography was one of the first kinds of HPLC that chemists developed. This method separates based on their affinity for a polar stationary surface such as silicon. The chromatograph process relies on the property of biologically active substances to form stable, specific, and reversible compounds.
Reversed phase HPLC operates on the principle of hydrophobic interactions, which originates from the high symmetry in the dipolar water structure and plays the most important role in the process in life science. Size exclusion chromatography, also known as gel permutation chromatography, or a whole bunch of other things. And then you have an ion exchange chromatography, which is based on retention rate, on the attraction between solute ions, charged sites based on bound to the stationary phase. And aqueous normal phase chromatography is chromatograph technique, which encompasses the mobile phase region between the reverse phase chromatography and the organic normal phase chromatography. This technique is used to achieve more